So today I am doing the favorites book tag. I have not looked at the questions since I wrote them down, which was probably a couple weeks ago. So we'll see how this goes. Hi, my name is Jeanette and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So today I am doing the favorites book tag. I was tagged by Holly at Lovely Day with Holly to do this tag. I wrote down the questions when I saw her do the video and saw that I was tagged, but I have not looked at the questions or really thought about them since. So I have my notebook with the questions and we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. So, question number 1 is, what do you say is your favorite book and why? Ooh, what do I say is my favorite book? If somebody asks, I'm very hesitant to give a favorite book. Usually if somebody asks me what my favorite book is, I say, well, what genre? And then I base it off of that. Because narrowing it down to like one favorite book, that's hard. Okay, so I'm just gonna name a few. As I said, I didn't prepare it all. Okay, so some of my favorite books are In Too Deep by Lynn H. Blackburn, The Blackout Book Club by Amy Lynn Green, No Ocean Too Wide by Carrie Ternaske, Until Leaves Fall in Paris by Sarah Sundin, and then just a couple others that just come off the top of my head, which I didn't even grab. If I Run by Terry Blackstock, and then Hard on the Line by Karen Whitmire, The Isaac Project by Sarah Monzon, 5 Days in the Sky by Carla Lorando. I have a lot of favorite books, and I wouldn't say I really have one favorite book. Now, question number 2 is, what is your real favorite book and why? Oh boy, didn't we just talk about this? One book that is my favorite book that I don't talk about a ton, mainly because it's not classified as Christian fiction and I prefer to promote Christian fiction, but that is The Christmas Bargain by Shanna Hetfield. That is just a comfort, cozy read to me, and I have read that book 4 times. I just really enjoy it. So that's another one that I didn't mention in the other favorites. I don't know if I have. I want to say, like, there is a book that sticks out in my mind, actually a series, that I remember reading as, like, early teenager. Set on a horse farm, set in Kentucky. I can tell you, like, I can picture the cover in my head. I can't, like, describe it, but if I saw it, I would know it. I have no idea what that series was called, and it annoys me because I know that I read that cover to cover multiple times, and because of moving various times, we had to downsize our book collection, and my family had quite a large book collection, and so after over a few years, I no longer have it, and I have no idea, but it really sticks out in my mind. But oh well. Okay. Question number 3 is, what is your favorite series and why? Well, I have 2 favorite series. So my first favorite series, If I Run by Terry Blackstock. This is just such a fun, edge of your seat suspense. I love it. I love it. I have read, I might have read this book 3 times, twice for sure. maybe even 3, because I'm thinking I read it before these guys were released. Then I read it again, and then I read this one. And then I probably read both of these again when this one was finally released. And I just did that in the wrong order. If I Run is book number 1, which means I probably read these 2 before this one was released. So book number 1 is If I Run. Book number 2 is If I'm Found. Book number 3 is If I Live. And then I don't have all 3 books of this series, but In Too Deep, One Final Breath, and book number 1 is Beneath the Surface. I absolutely love this series. I love the characters. And I think I'm more attached to the characters than the cases, but the cases kept me guessing as well. So those are 2 of my favorite series. Okay, question number 4 is, who is your favorite author and why? I don't like where I have to narrow it down to one author. That is so difficult because I have a ton of favorite authors. But I want to say my favorite author is Terry Blackstock. Terry Blackstock has been one of my favorite authors for years. You can't see, but that whole top shelf that's above there are all Terry Blackstock books. And then that section and that section are both Terry Blackstock as well. I absolutely love her books. And basically because I love the mix of suspense with a little bit of romance. That is just, I love it. And I'm a little nervous because she hasn't had a book come out in a couple years. And I'm like, but I mean, I know like everything's happened with COVID and stuff, and it's like, I just want to know, is she okay? Like, is she going to be writing more? Or is she done? But yes, she is my favorite author. So, question number 5 is, what is your favorite genre and why? Well, based on what my favorite books or favorite series are and who my favorite author is, and kind of if you followed me at any point in time, you probably have an idea. My favorite genre is romantic suspense. I love mystery stories and the suspense and kind of edge of your seat, what's going to happen next, like to keep engaged in it. But with that, I love having the romance and friendship of the characters. So that genre is really my favorite because it gives me the best of both worlds. Okay, number 6. Who is your favorite character and why? Character. I don't know. I am very, very easily connected to characters. And I really get drawn to them and cheering for them. And I can't say I really have one favorite character or even characters that really kind of totally stand out to me. Like some of the characters from my favorite books, I can't even I don't know. I wouldn't say I really have a favorite character. And I can't say I've really found a character that I empathize with or totally oh, that's me in a book. No. Favorite character. I don't know. There's characters that I really like and really are drawn to. Right? Oh, I've already put it back. In this series, so In Too Deep's up there, I love Adam, Sabrina, Leah. They are all my favorite characters. Yeah. Casey in this book. Amazing. Just such a fun character. Laura in this book, she travels overseas, has no idea, she's on her own, has no idea where she's going, the strength of her, and she is fighting for her family. Amazing character. Amazing. So, yeah. Okay. Number 7. What is your favorite book to movie adaptation and why? I don't know. I'm not very good with book to movie adaptations. I don't watch a lot of movies, or if I've watched the movie, I've never read the book. I can't. Is there even one where I've read both? Like read and seen? Because like I've seen the movie Emma, but I've never read the book. I love the movie Emma with Gwyneth Paltrow. I think that's who's in it. It's 1995 maybe? I don't know. I've seen The Princess Bride. I've never read the book. I've read the Anne of Green Gables books. I've seen the movie. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think I've ever seen the TV show. Charlotte's Web, I've read the book. I was actually in a play in high school for it, so I know the story. I've seen the movie. I couldn't tell you, like, if it's better or not. I don't know. I am not good at that. Give me a TV show to watch any day over a movie. I don't know. And I think it's because TV shows, you've got a continuing storyline usually and going on for an extended period of time. Whereas a movie is what? 1.5, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and you're done. And no, I need more. Yeah. Okay, so number 8. What is your favorite quote from a book and why? Wow, these are hard. I can't say I have a quote that sticks in my mind, but I do take quotes from books on a very regular basis. And there's a couple quotes that I'm thinking of. I need my Kindle. I'm going to pull my Kindle up. So there's a book, so you get a sneak peek here. There's a book that I just finished reading, and they have a quote in it that was just, that's me. I totally agree with you on your opinion. So, let me find it. Okay. I'm appalled at this system. Couldn't you sort by last name? Why do we bother having an alphabet if no one's going to arrange anything by it? Here's a quote from The Christmas Bargain. Kissing lessons had to be the best, most torturous idea he had ever come up with. Or there was a faith one in Too Deep that I just shared last month. Well, earlier this month actually. And it says, if you're worried about having enough faith, then you're putting faith in yourself, and of course you fail. But when you keep the focus on the God you believe in, then everything changes. He's big enough for all our doubts, fears, and questions. He's big enough for our anger and pain. So those are just a few quotes that I really like. Okay, number 9. What is your favorite book cover and why? Okay, I had to pick a couple. Some of my favorite books have favorite covers. No Ocean Too Wide. I love the softness of the color, the kind of the back of the kids so that I can picture them, the kind of the way I want to picture them. I love the way it's just so subtly done. I really enjoy that one. Then kind of almost for the same reason, Until Leaves Fall in Paris, the back of the girl, so I can picture, and then it's got the Eiffel Tower in the background, and I I am drawn to pictures of the Eiffel Tower. I am. Someday, maybe I'll see it in person. And then, just the simplicity of this one. Again, there's no faces, barely anything of the people, so you get to kind of picture however you want. All you see is their two hands. So the guy's hand and the girl's hand. Did I do that the right way? So yeah, I just love the simplicity of that. And again, apparently I'm really drawn to blue, which is funny because blue is not, like, they're all kind of, well, a little bit of green. Not my favorite color. I mean, it's okay, but do I have a book in my favorite color? Well, I do. But it's got faces. I'm not a fan. Okay. Okay, question number 10 is, what is your favorite trope and why? Marriage of Convenience. I love it. I don't know. There's just something about it. I just love it. I think it's the fact two people forced together and can they make it work? And if they approach from, like, they're approaching from a different angle than they've ever expected, I don't know. It can be done so well and so good. I've seen it done. I'm not liking it. But that's my favorite. Oh boy. Okay, question number 11 is, who is your favorite book couple and why? Well, right now, my favorite book couple is Adam and Sabrina from In Too Deep. And I want to say why, because I love them as a character, and that's kind of one of the most recent books I read, so them as a couple stick out in my mind. They complemented each other well, worked together well, and just, yeah. I'm not good at this. Because I connect to the characters, but then they don't really stay with me. It's like, oh, I loved this character, and oh, this one's like, I don't rate the characters between, like, this is my favorite character, this is my next favorite, this is, yeah, so this is hard for me. So we're just gonna, like, randomly talk books. Okay, here's another one. So we have Jack and Eliza. See, I've already forgotten the character name. So in this book, the two characters, this couple, get together, and through hardships, but they're both so strong. So together, they just work so well together, and they make a good team. And I think that's what I enjoyed about couples, is as long as they make a good team and complement each other, they become favorites. Okay, so I want to say I pretty much failed at answering some of these questions with one character. I'm not good at that. Okay, so question number 12 is to tag someone. I am not going to tag anybody in this because I am behind doing this when Holly tagged me, and I don't remember who she tagged. And I know she tags Celestria, and I've seen Celestria do it and tag, I think she tags some people. So I'm not going to tag anybody because I don't know who's being tagged and who hasn't been tagged, who's done it, who hasn't. So basically, if you're watching this and you have a channel and you want to do this video, do it. And hopefully it's more successful for you. Maybe you're able to choose one character, one book, one genre. I wish you luck. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. I would love it if you would like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have a favorite character, leave that in the comments below. I'd love to look and see, and let me know what book they're from, and then I will see if I've read that book. Thank you. Bye.